Have you ever wondered to yourself, what do New Zealanders think of Australians? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover exactly that. Now, to the people I interviewed the first time, I'm super sorry. None of the footage recorded. I don't know why. So this time, I'm going to go ask some more New Zealanders what they think about Australians, and hopefully it records this time. All right, so have you ever been to Australia?
Yes, I've been there quite a few times.
Right, and then yourself?
Yeah, same.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Been to Australia before.
Yep, and then yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have?
Yep.
Awesome.
No, I have not.
No, I have not.
Haven't.
Yes, many times.
What are your general thoughts on Australia itself?
Love the beaches. The beaches are really nice.
Yeah, I'd say the beaches are really good. Yeah, just like it's quite just bigger New Zealand, I guess. Like lots of shopping and more like that.
Slightly bigger than New Zealand. Has a little bit more to offer, but maybe not as niche.
It's got like beautiful beaches, like beautiful babes, sunshine, but a lot of dickheads as well.
Right.
A lot of like arrogance and just backwards attitudes in general. Because Australia was founded on like basically they sent a whole bunch of prisoners there. So I don't want to sound too, un-PC, but it's just basically a country of criminals.
Right.
General thoughts about Australia. I like the Australian girls, and I also like the Australian weather.
No, yeah, Australia's good. I like it there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like New Zealand, but like on a bigger scale.
Australia. The accent's whack. You don't look custard darlings though.
It's very hot.
Yep.
It's very desert.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Australia itself, I mean, I'm sure it's great. It's big. I've flown over Australia. It took like 5 hours, which was just like
Massive.
crazy. It's a lot hotter than New Zealand. New Zealand's a lot cooler,
Right.
as in like colder, but also like cooler.
Both ways, yep.
Australia is big and hot, and they style themselves the lucky country, but that no longer appears to be true. I'd simply prefer New Zealand, where people are friendlier and it's easy to get things done. You don't have to travel for 20 kilometres to get to a shop.
Really hot. Snakes. Australians.
What are your general thoughts on the people themselves? Australians, how do you feel about Australians?
Well, I think most people say that we have like a rivalry against them, but they're kind of just like slightly more bogan New Zealanders.
I think New Zealanders can be quite humble and like not so confident, but we probably need to be more like that because we can just be like, oh no,
Bit complacent.
yeah. But when I was last there, like the people were really nice. Yeah, so that was when I was last there, and like I went to Sydney and they were really really nice. So.
Like the majority of Australians are really nice, really like lovely, outgoing, just friendly people. They love to party.
Yeah.
Chicks from Cairns especially, they love to party. I've got a spider on my shades there. There's a few Australians who are just like blatantly racist against Aboriginals and stuff, which I just don't respect at all. Aborigines in Australia, man, they've always been treated like shit, and they still get treated like shit, and nothing's been done about it. So it's kind of shit in general.
Yeah.
I mean, the Australian guys are weird. But
Yeah, I
Australian
agree,
women,
yeah.
the Australian women, they're beautiful. They're always times, always on the beach. They eat well. They exercise.
Yep.
You know.
I think they're nice, some of them, like any country.
Right. Yep.
They I think a bit louder than New Zealanders.
Right.
A bit more, I think, out there.
Uh-huh.
I think they like Americans and Canadians. Yes, I think the Australians are like the Americans and the Canadians are like the Kiwis.
Generally, they're nice. I work with a couple of Australians. They're really cool people. I've had a lot of poor interactions with Australians as well. As a whole, good people.
Yeah.
Good people, yeah. I think like any population base, you get your good and your bad. You get your working in hospital, you get your picky and your ones, but that's okay.
Well, the ones you meet and relate to are as lovely as people you'd meet and relate to anywhere in the world. I don't think there's not anything typical that makes you dislike Australians.
Right.
Certainly not at an individual level. As a people, they have and emphasise qualities that we shy away from in New Zealand.
They have a very strong accent, which ours is definitely better. I think a bit rude. Yeah.
Australians
like,
a bit rude.
Yeah, just a bit crass.
What is something you like about Australia? So if there's any Australians watching this video, what is something that they are doing well?
They seem to be quite healthy, don't they?
I think they definitely have like heaps of variety in like food, like health foods and like more exciting food options. I reckon like it's definitely growing, and they have heaps of boutique-y surfy shops, but they're not surf shops like Amazon or whatever, but they're like just smaller and like way cooler.
It's such a big country, so they've got more resources, and they just on average you're paid more just for what you do. I had an ex-girlfriend who worked there in the hospo industry, and she was earning like $25 an hour as a barista, which is unheard of in New Zealand. She was getting paid like double time on the weekends, and she worked like every weekend, and that's just like pretty much every industry you're paid like maybe a third more just on average, which you know, so if I could bring that to New Zealand, that would be awesome.
What I like about Australia, I think the heat.
The heat, yep.
Yes.
Right, okay, because it gets kind of chilly here.
Yes, it gets kind of chilly.
Koalas.
Koalas, okay.
I've always wanted to like hold a koala. Like they just look so cuddly. I like that they love possums because like we hate possums here.
Yeah.
By my nature as a Kiwi, I hate possums. But I think it'd be cool if we were like Australians and loved them. I'd like the temperatures. That would be nice. I like the heat.
Things are ridiculously inexpensive. Last time I was there, I needed some reading glasses, so I bought some at the local market, and it cost me $5 Australian. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The glasses themselves aren't very good, but they serve the purpose.
Something I like about Australia, only thing I can think of is that I have a couple friends in Australia.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about Australia.
You like your friends in Australia?
Yeah.
Now, what is something you do not like about Australia?
The wildlife.
Wildlife.
Yeah, like the bugs and the ants. They're like huge. They're like massive. Yeah.
Right. You guys do have weta. I seen one.
Yeah, but they don't hurt you.
They're like creepy though.
Yeah, they are.
Sometimes I think I've been over there where it's been quite muggy, and so that's been like quite hard because you just
Yeah. Like it gets up to 50 degrees in Sydney.
Jeez.
Which is like disgusting.
That's disgusting. Right.
I don't know, it's pretty crazy hot there. We've got some crazy bushfires happening over there at the moment. You know, like New Zealand's a little bit safer and just more chilled out. Australia's a bit more like hectic with their weather, and you know, like snakes and crocodiles and all that.
Everything will kill you.
I think they are slightly a bit backwards in terms of the policies around Indigenous people.
I don't like their accents.
Right.
But I mean, that's quite rich to say because a lot of people can't tell the difference between a Kiwi and an Australian accent. They're just so whiny. Saying that as a dirty Southlander, like, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I like genuinely can't tell the difference, but other times I'm just like, oh, that's grating. Yeah.
They're politicians. Politicians in action on climate change.
Why should somebody visit New Zealand as opposed to Australia?
We have everything. Like you have the mountains, you can go snowboarding, skiing, we have the beaches. You can drive from Auckland within an hour and you can get to all different types of places. You can go hiking.
Right.
It's just so much better.
Right.
no dangerous animals, like no snakes or crocodiles or venomous spiders. It's safe.
Right.
But like Kelsey said, you can do like so much here, and it's just so small, and everyone seems to be really nice, and it's just really beautiful, especially the South Island.
Right.
You can go on a walk and not see many people and stuff, so it's like you feel like you're kind of like in your own little world a little bit, and that's quite cool and quite special. Yeah.
Definitely a huge thing is the people. Like I reckon everyone's humble.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I've talked to a few people who have like come over here and just said, wow, everyone's so nice and welcoming, and I'm like, yeah, try to be like that.
Yeah, be like that.
To be honest, I'd say just go to both places. But like, yeah, there's something pretty special about coming to New Zealand. You just have to see that if you decide to come here.
Right.
We have to visit New Zealand to see Marco and to see this beautiful, gorgeous lady and my mate.
I came to visit New Zealand. I'm still here 14 years later.
Right. What got you here?
I think it is an absolutely beautiful country, and the laid-back style of Kiwis. You know, she'll be all right. So it's a very egalitarian society.
Right.
It's really nice. It doesn't matter who you are. You will have a place.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome. I'm sure you can testify. Such a beautiful country, beautiful people, way better than Australia. We beat them at rugby. We beat them at other things that I can't really think of right now, but we beat them.
I think largely because visitors from overseas are usually bowled over by our relaxed attitude and our friendliness.
Right.
I think the people are probably nicer here. Like, I want to say we have better, like, places to visit, like, better scenery, better... Yeah, but I feel like I have no authority to actually say that because I've never been.
Could you give us your best Australian accent?
It's like, yeah, mate, go chuck those saucies on the barbie.
Like, crikey, she's a nice Sheila.
Oh mate, put another shrimp on the barbie.
Oh yeah, g'day mate. You just gotta get it really nasally.
Well, streets, mate, that's an easy one.
G'day, mate. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie.
That's funny, that's what everybody's been saying.
My friend hates it. She's always like, it's prawns, not shrimp.
Well, thank you. You have it, folks. That is what some New Zealanders think about Australians. Something to make note of is that, yes, I am American, so I have no skin in the game. So to the people I interviewed, I hope they were being super honest, or as honest as they can be. Super interesting to see the perspective of how New Zealanders feel about the Australians. I think it's much similar to how Americans and Canadians are, whereas Americans, we know we're better than Canadians. To the people who participate in this video, thank you. Which country would I recommend coming to? That's easy, hands down. I would obviously go to